Senate Majority Leader John Thune weighed in yesterday on President Trump's pick for the office of Special Counsel, Paul Ingracia. Ingracia, a far-right former podcaster, was nominated in May and is set to appear before the Senate Homeland Security Committee on Thursday. But he faces stiff opposition from several GOP senators after Politico reported on racist text messages allegedly sent by Ingracia to a group chat. Politico cited a text chat it reviewed in reporting that Ingracia once said he has a, quote, Nazi streak, and that Martin Luther King Jr. Day should be, quote, tossed into the seventh circle of hell. Politico also reported Ingracia was accused of sexual harassment this year by a colleague, citing 3 unnamed administration officials. His lawyer denied the harassment claims and said the texts were satirical humor and possibly AI generated. When asked whether the White House should pull the nomination, Thune told reporters, "I think so." Ingracia's rejection would mark a rare Republican rebuke of a Trump nominee in the Senate, where the GOP holds a majority, and where the GOP holds a majority, Frank, for and has the power to do things like this.
Okay. I mean, so they're nominating a guy who has a self-proclaimed Nazi streak to the office of special prosecutor, where he's supposed to be in charge somehow of protecting the ethics of the United States.
So what you guys just saw there is Paul Ingracia, a nominee of Donald Trump. He was selected to lead a key U.S. federal watchdog agency known as the Office of Special Counsel, or the OSC, but he just got busted for being a racist. And what you guys are seeing is the new generation of politicians. They are just making the scenes, and they are already making an interesting reputation for themselves. Guys, this is our first impression of this new generation of politicians, and they're already showing their true colors. This is important because politicians in this country, as we know, have always been racist. This is nothing new. However, in the 21st century, this is the first time that we're going to have openly racist politicians. What we're going to start seeing 10 years down the line, or maybe even sooner than that, is they're going to start to enact actual policies and laws that are not openly racist, but will indeed negatively impact black people. Guys, he wasn't even a part of the young Republicans. Racism is just so common nowadays that they both just got caught at the same time. They have nothing to do with each other. On October 14th, Politico published nearly 3,000 leaked Telegram messages from politicians all across the country. The messages were written by over a dozen political leaders, 1 state senator, and a Trump official. Racial slurs are mentioned hundreds of times in the messages.
Shalom uberachut mishpacha, peace and blessings, family. In this video, we're going to be talking about this Republican group chat, these young Republican group chat that got leaked. I already told you guys in my previous videos, you're going to start seeing political stuff. You're going to start seeing political stuff play out. And you're going to start seeing laws get passed that are not in favor of Israelite people. And these are young Republicans. Some of them are old enough to be in office. We do have a senator in the group chat. We do have chairman in the group chat. We do have the vice president defending these guys.
Vice President J.D. Vance today downplaying the messages.
I really don't want us to grow up in a country where a kid telling a stupid joke, telling a very offensive stupid joke, is cause to ruin their lives. And we're not canceling kids because they do something stupid in a group chat. In an earlier post, Vance says he refuses to, in his words, join the pearl clutching.
They're called kids, but they're not really kids. Let's read, some of the text messages that they want to show us. But it's really thousands, and they're only going to show us some of the, least sensitive text messages. They're not going to show the worst ones for some reason. So it says, leaked messages expose young Republicans' racist chat. Thousands of private messages reveal GOP leaders joking about gas chambers, slavery, and grape. Let's read some of these messages. One guy said, "Everyone that votes no is going to the gas chamber." Somebody said, "Great, I love Hitler." "You're giving nationals too much credit and expecting the Jew to be honest." That's crazy. "I'm ready to watch people burn now. I'd go to the zoo if I wanted to watch monkey play ball." "If we ever had a leak of this chat, we would be cooked for real, for real." "When do we start bullying, dude? Kick the bitch." "And everyone that endorsed but then votes for us is going to the gas chamber." Boom, they're dead. "It was grape. They love the watermelon people. Stay in the closet, fag." "He also hates the Jews. This girl is fully retard." Truth of the matter is, you can tell these, text messages read just like the average Instagram comment, the average Facebook comment. They are brain rotted, brain fried. It's honestly embarrassing because these people were otherwise going to become professional members of Congress, Senate, actually have roles in leadership positions of this country. And they were all gonna go into this leadership position with these very sentiments here. These are just the people who got caught, guys. Imagine how many other people, Democrats and Republicans, that hold these views and they just weren't in the group chat. They just so happen to not be in the group chat, and they're gonna go and become political leaders. And that's happening, guys. I want y'all to understand that there will be laws passed against you. Mark my word. So the Wikipedia page for this event just was made 2 hours ago in the recording of this video. And it says members of the group chat included Peter Guenta, former chair of the New York State Young Republicans; Bobby Walker, chair of the New York State Young Republicans and former vice chair; Samuel Douglas, he was born in 1998. This man is pushing 30, and they're talking about kids. The vice president is calling these people kids, and this man is pushing 30. Wow.
If you like to build your ruach or your spirit, you must like to build your health as well. Check out our website, J&R Eden Herbs, for all your holistic needs. We have over 100 quality products that include supplements, teas, soaps, incenses, tonics, and more at very affordable prices. Click our link in the description to heal yourself today.
Samuel Douglas, state senator from northern Vermont. Breonna Douglas, Samuel Douglas's wife. The man was married doing this type of activity, guys. You cannot make this up. He ruined his life. He probably had children, fam. He had his whole life set up. It was going to go good. He was going to be a wealthy senator. And he threw it all away just to be racist in the group chat, man. This is crazy. William Hendricks, vice chair of Kansas Young Republicans. Alex Dwyer, if that's how you pronounce his last name, chair of the Kansas Young Republicans. Annie K. Katie, New York's National Committee member. Joe Malingo, general counsel for the New York State Young Republicans. Rachel Hope, Arizona Young Republicans event chair. It says the term fag, tar, and nig, hard R, appeared over 251 times. In discussing a defeat in an election for chair of the Young Republicans National Federation, one member called for the winner to be graped. And obviously it's just Instagram brain rot. That's all it is. Instagram brain rot. These people were just on social media too much and fell victim to the trap that was set up. That's all it is. Brain rot, man. Brain rot in its finest. It affects us all, guys. Donald Trump is affected by it. He was posting memes in 2015 of false statistics about black people. None of us are exempt. We've all fall victim to social media propaganda in one form or the other, you know? And it's a very sad thing. Now, the racist propaganda is the most disturbing because it spreads like wildfire, and not enough people are there to fact check it, and not enough people care enough to fact check it because it's very emotional. You know, people who are racist have more emotional reasons why they're racist than they have logical reasons why they're racist. Oh, why are you racist? Well, something happened to me. Oh, I experienced some things that made me angry, that pissed me off. It's emotional things and not logical things, guys. They'll make up statistics. They'll make up facts that are not true to hate people. You know what I'm saying? That's all that there is. So this is a guy named William Hendricks. Says Hendricks was a communications assistant for Kansas Republican Attorney General Chris Kobach until Thursday. He had a political position. And, you know, this is the type of people that we're dealing with. Look at this man. Look at this man. He literally, like, if I were to see him, I would think this is actually a stud, a dyke. The low testosterone. The low testosterone is screaming, guys. And they're insecure to the point where they hate our people. The only reason why these people are fired is because it was leaked. Okay? The only reason why these people are fired is because they handled this unprofessionally. Donald Trump is racist. He said racist things. All the other politicians are racist. Joe Biden is racist. He said racist things. But guess what? They don't say them in group chats that look unprofessional. They have a way that they say their racist thing. They speak in codes, guys. To put it out like this in this day and age is not gonna fly. They said, no, we can't have you. We can't have people knowing that, you know, pink people with power are racist. We can't have people knowing that because they're not going to trust the government. So they had to let them go because they were just too fly at the mouth. They need people that's more slick. It's all that it is. They only fired because they got caught, not because they did anything wrong.